rumble with the roar of the crowd. Underneath the stars we make our town proud. Every win, every loss, we shout it out loud. From the court to the field, to the dirt and the track, we cheer for the glory, we never hold back. It's the pulse of the county, the pride we unpack. Limestone County Sports, we bring the game to life. Every play, every fight, every Friday night. Limestone County Sports, it's where legends ignite. Limestone County Sports, where legends ignite.
Welcome back to Limestone County Sports podcast. We're getting ready for football season, but before football season starts, we have another special interviewee today, a first time ever for our podcast. Most of the time we've interviewed coaches, athletic directors, things of that nature, but today on the show, live and in studio/office, none other than the legend West Limestone Wildcat, Miss Raelee Campbell. Welcome to the show, Raelee.
Thank you. I'm excited.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. How was the drive over from across the river this morning?
It was pretty calm. We just listened to music. Nothing too much.
Okay, you said we also have a first, obviously the first ever athlete interviewed by Limestone County Sports. And we have our first ever live studio audience, as Raelee's mom is also in the office/studio. She's just kind of watching. I've been told if you say anything embarrassing about mom, she's probably going to throw something at you. And so we'll try to keep from doing that. But Raelee, just share with our tens and tens of listeners, born and raised in Limestone County.
Yes, sir.
Just graduated from West Limestone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, I did.
Did you go West Limestone K through 12, or did you come through Sugar Creek?
I was at West Limestone until the 3rd grade, and then 4th and 5th grade I was at Sugar Creek. So I just had 2 years there.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, Sugar Creek is the elementary school out in West Limestone that feeds the high school now. And so that one made it built around 8 years ago or so. And so you got a couple of years of experience at Sugar Creek. And now just graduated from West Limestone, headed to Montevallo to pursue a basketball career. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Just kind of random questions. How many offers did you have for basketball?
I'm pretty sure I had 7.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Either 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was around.
And like when you were narrowing it down to make your choice of where you're going to spend the next few years for education and athletics, can you maybe share with us kind of how you did that?
Yeah, so Montevallo was the very last college that offered me.
Mm-hmm.
I got my first offer in the summer before my senior year, so we were in Kentucky in the big Run for the Roses tournament, and I got my first offer. Then throughout my senior year, of course, offers just kind of kept coming in. I mean, not like back to back to back, but
right.
like pretty consistently. And Montevallo, they didn't offer me until it was actually my birthday. So they came to a practice during this season, and then they came to a couple of games, and they came to our sub-region game at West against Etowah. That was on my birthday, and they ended up offering me that day, and I had no clue they were there. So they showed up and didn't tell me they were coming, and just throughout this whole process, I was just kind of waiting it out to see what all I could get, just so I could weigh my options and not make a decision too quickly,
Right, that's smart.
without thinking about it. And I'm like kind of an overthinker, so I wanted to like make sure I like had everything and in order. So making that decision, it was just where I ended up feeling the most at home, and it's only 2.5 hours from my house.
Right.
So that's not too far.
So mom can cook stuff and bring it to you?
Well, my grandmother can cook stuff.
Okay. You're throwing your mom under the bus right
Mama
already.
can cook stuff if she wants to.
Yes. Your grandmother can cook it.
Yes.
Mom can bring it.
Yes, that works. That works.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's basically how I decided.
Did Montevallo know it was your birthday?
I don't really know.
Because that's pretty slick in regards to recruiting. If you slide in on the athlete's birthday, that's got to go a long way.
I really don't know if they actually knew it was my birthday until they got to the game, and I guess they figured it out.
Yeah.
But I just guess they thought it was like,
That's awesome. Cool. Pretty slick by Montevallo if they did or did not know that, or just coincidence. Kind of playing career-wise, just in regards to basketball, and then we'll move on to some other sports. I assume you've been playing basketball since you could walk?
Basically. I didn't play in 6th grade because I didn't like it.
Oh, awesome. Well, that's not awesome. Hey, you want to expound on that? You just got tired of it or what?
I don't really know. I think I was just in the car one day after practice, and I was like, I just don't like basketball. Like, I just don't want to play anymore. And I didn't play. They were like, if you don't play basketball, you got to do all these chores at home. Like, you're not going to be sitting around.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't play. And then that season that I did not play, it was our last year of TVBA before school ball.
Yeah.
And, like, every day in PE, once I quit, I was playing basketball. Like, then once
that's fun basketball.
Yeah, it was fun basketball. And then once the next year started, that's kind of when I fell in love with it, kind of. So I don't really know why I quit that year. I don't know if I really was burnt out or if I just didn't want to or if I just wanted, I don't know.
Yeah, now when you were real young, did you just play like rec ball and then eventually move on to like, some travel, TVBA, that type of stuff?
We did a few years of TVBA. I think we just did rec and TVBA. Nothing like, I didn't do AAU until 8th grade.
Yeah, rec ball was always so much fun. Every sport, no matter what it was, because y'all play all your friends across the county, playing cousins and all that kind of stuff, and so it was always fun playing rec ball. And then once you move on to some AAU or travel or whatever, whatever the league is, it gets a little more intense. Competition's a lot better, and so usually those are the athletes who are pursuing that, past the high school level. Other sports that you played, like when you were younger, did you play multiple sports or what?
Yes, so I played softball whenever I was younger. I think I played 1 year of like Athens track volleyball, but I played travel softball year round until the 8th grade. The 8th grade was my last year playing. So I played for the Sparks. Yeah. And I played, my whole life. Like before 8th grade, I didn't know a life without softball. That was like my sport. But
so what happened, do you think, that you mentioned already you fell in love with basketball, and that means you fell out of love with softball. Anything in particular that happened, or you're just maturity and like, hey, I really like basketball?
Probably not anything particular that happened, but I don't know if I was actually truly in love with softball. Like, I never wanted to get out and go hit or go field or practice extra. I never wanted to do any of that with softball. And like it got to the point where I was like not wanting to go to practices. Like they had to drag me to practice and force me to play basically. And then my last travel ball season, I'm pretty sure it was my very last one. It was in fall ball. I was in a boot because I had broke my foot in volleyball. And so after that, I was just kind of like, I just don't want to do this anymore. I kind of understood. And by that point, I was like loving basketball. So I had just kind of made the decision that I don't want to focus on softball anymore, and I don't even want to play it anymore.
Yeah. But you did come back for your senior year of softball, correct?
I did. Yes, sir.
And you guys were pretty successful. If you don't know, if you listen, don't know, West Limestone made the state tournament for the first time in 20-something years, I think.
Something like that.
And then, obviously made it to regionals and made it to the state tournament for the first time in 20. I don't remember what the number is, but it's a long time. And then ended up third in the state, correct?
Yes, sir.
How was that experience, especially for you? I mean, that's a pretty good run. You come back, haven't played at all since 8th grade, and then senior year jump back in, and you guys make the state tournament and make a pretty good run and end up third.
It was a great experience. I really had such a fun season. I was already like committed by the time softball season came around, so I had like no stress on me. All the girls on the team worked so hard for the past few years trying to make it there, and just to be a part of that and get to experience like their goals with them, even though they weren't like my biggest goals. getting to see them and be a part of experiencing them with them, it was such a good experience, and I had fun. I played right field, and I batted in the 9 holes, so that was fun getting to actually play after not playing for 5 years. So that was a great experience, but I'm just grateful for Coach Finn for letting me come back and play after that long time of not.
Yeah, that's awesome. A baby sister was on the team too, right?
Baby sister and 2 little cousins.
So that had to be a lot of fun.
It was. I say little cousins. One of them's a year younger than me, and then one of them's, well, she just started 10th grade, so she was a freshman last year, and then Jenny Mae was in 7th grade last year. So I had family all around me, even in basketball and volleyball. Like, they were always around me, and so it was fun getting to play with them. And me and my younger cousin, Lily, we played Sparks together, travel ball, growing up. So, like, I haven't played softball with her since we were 8th grade, but getting to play with her one last season, it was so much fun.
That's awesome. Any kind of sibling rivalry ever, like, at practice, you are, maybe taking some shots at each other or something?
Well, with Jenny, there's always shots thrown.
Oh, absolutely.
Jenny's witty, but probably not as much. I mean, there is always competition, but it was probably more in basketball where there was competition, and practice, like, Jenny would come. She didn't have 4th block PE, so she would come after school. So we would be, like, practicing before and after, and she would just come after. So I only saw her for, like, half the practice. So there we tried to, like, keep it cool. Sometimes in the throwing lines when she would miss a ball, I'd, like, say something to her, and she wouldn't be too happy about it. But we got over it. But that's mostly all the sibling rivalry between us there. But there's always competition between us.
Yeah, and you guys have a middle brother in between you,
Yes.
Quarter, right?
Yes.
And so obviously, and I asked this of your dad. Those of you who listen, her dad is now the head softball coach at Decatur. He was here, I think, last week or the week before. Interviewed him, but big athletic family. Like, when you guys are getting together at Grandma's house and everybody's there, the cousins are there. Who's probably the most competitive?
Oh.
And you can say yourself.
I don't really know. I've heard from whenever my dad and all of his siblings were younger that Chastity, I don't know if she was the most competitive or just the meanest. So I guess she would be the most competitive because she wanted to win the most. I don't know. We're all really competitive, especially my dad and his siblings. They get after it. Like, they always go after each other at Sunday dinners. They'll always say, like, well, I had the highest shooting percentage, or I had the most points scored in a game. I had the most points scored in 3 quarters. So I don't really know who I would consider the most competitive. It's kind of a tie. They're all really competitive.
Just in your house, between you, Jenny Mae, and Carter.
Jenny Mae.
Mom's shaking her head, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's you. The little one, the youngest one, is usually that. It's the same thing in my house. Yeah. I got 3, well, 4. The 3 that live at home. Athletes do all kinds of stuff, and Bella is the youngest, and she's absolutely the most competitive of those 3.
It's definitely Jenny.
Yep. Just kind of moving on to some preference stuff is Raelee. Do you prefer offense or defense? I know basketball, you got to play both, but kind of what is your niche? You like draining threes, putting up a lot of points, or setting in the paint, blocks?
I've always been a defense girl. I just like playing defense. I think it's fun. I like blocking people. I don't know. That's always been. Offense is great, but just like whenever we have to go play defense, like I like playing defense. Yeah. So probably that.
Any I was going to ask you, like, what's the most points you've ever scored in a game? But I'm going to start with defensively. Any kind of defensive games that kind of stand out to you? Hey, I had 6 blocks in this game, 58 steals, anything of that nature?
Our game against Westminster at home this year, I think I had 10 blocks. It was between 10 and 12. I can't remember exactly, but the girl I was playing defense, or the girl that I was guarding, she's a 6'2", big post. So I had a few blocks on her, which was great. That was probably my best defensive game that I can even remember. But I think I know I had double digits. I can't remember. I think it was 10. So that was probably
That's
my
awesome.
best defensive
Especially,
game.
she was 6'2". She had a couple inches on you.
Yes, sir.
You're 6 foot.
About 5'11", 6 foot. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you're getting after it. When you head off to college, what's your plans for a major?
I want to major in communications. I want to be a sports reporter.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So
Yes,
that's why you're interested in coming and doing a sports podcast.
Yes, sir. I love stuff like this.
Well, we can just send a phone with you to Montevallo, and you can do this stuff down there and send it back to us, and we'll post it.
I would be down to do it.
Yeah. Well, or you could be like a sideline reporter or something. We can go live stream some football games or something. All right. Let's see. In your whole playing career, whether it rec ball, travel stuff, school ball, whatever, is there any kind of coaching quote or leadership quote that you remember hearing, or just something you could have heard it from an outside source and you've applied it to your game? Anything that you just kind of keep going back to is something that you kind of base your game off of, or things that you try to do?
Now I'm like blanking about everything that I've been taught.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like as much as a coaching quote as I'll brag on my mom, but she always, and even my dad too, they always tell me to be different. So even, in life and in sports, like she says that as be the one that works the hardest, be the one that cheers everybody on, be the one that's in the good mood when everybody else is in the bad mood when we're running, be the one that's like supporting everybody. So even though I guess that's not technically a coaching quote, I love Pat Summitt. So anything Pat Summitt, like I would probably swear by it. Like, listen to Pat Summitt. She's great.
Yeah.
But as far as stuff like a quote that I implement into my game, I always have that in the back of my mind, like be different, be the one that changes like the mood of everything.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I don't know if I put it in those words, but I've, challenged my kids to kind of, do something similar, especially when everybody else has a bad attitude or maybe things ain't going well on the court, just kind of staying positive and being a different voice, if you will. That's good stuff. Before we move on to quick hitters, I kind of, a week ago when I was reaching out to you about coming on the show, you was like, hey, what are we going to talk? I need to be prepared to talk about something. I said, hey, you're more than welcome to share any embarrassing stories that would embarrass your father. And I was going to say your mother, but she is sitting here, so please don't do that because we both might get something thrown at us. But seriously, you got anything at all that you want to share before we kind of move on to those quick hitters?
Well, I don't know if it's embarrassing, but we make fun of Daddy for it. He always wears his glasses, his reading glasses. So like everybody in the family kind of makes fun of him for it, especially Zane. He like has 3 or 4 different pairs that he has like in his car and by his bed and by the couch. So we always like laugh at him for that, and he wears them while he's keeping stats during basketball games.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't even know if that's that's super embarrassing, but we all do bug him about that.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that because I have a pair of readers right here. I've also got a pair of readers at home in the kitchen, and I've yet to get one in the car, but I've thought about it. I was like, I probably need a couple more pair, one beside the bed and all that. So when you get a little older, especially Zane, he will start to need some readers, and y'all can make fun of him for that too. But I feel his pain.
Okay,
And
I can't see without glasses. Like I don't wear reading glasses, but like I'm blind without. So I get
Okay.
it. But we do bug him about the reading glasses.
Do you have to wear like anything when you're playing?
I wear contacts.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
That works out well.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Quick hitters, and if you think about anything, you can share it later. I'm just going to throw some things out there. You just give me a quick response.
Okay.
Kind of first thing comes to your mind. Some of them are multiple choice. Some of them are just straightforward questions. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Roll Tide, War Eagle, or other?
Roll Tide.
I like it. Second question. Buzzer beater to win or seal the victory from the free throw line?
Well, I would probably say seal it from the free throw line because there has been I think for sure, one game that I did not win from the free throw line, there was we were down by either 1 or 2, and I got fouled with 1 second left. And this was middle school, or this was JV county tournament. I was in the 8th grade, and I got fouled with 1 second left. I think we were down 1, missed both my free throws. We lost the game. I was tore up. That was a horrible day. The rest of the day, I was just so upset. So I would probably, just to redeem myself, say win it from the free throw line.
Well, the free throw line win is much more stressful than the buzzer beater, because buzzer beater, you're not thinking about anything but just playing ball.
You're just praying.
Yeah. Well, when you get down to the free throw line, there's time in between. Probably going to be some timeouts to try to freeze you. Things of that nature can be very stressful. And I find it very telling that you remember such a devastating loss. Most competitors, they can name wins through the years, but the thing that is stays with them is usually the biggest losses, and I think you can learn from those, and that's why you remember those moving forward. All right, are you 100 degrees or a snow person?
100 degrees.
Same. Mom, 100 degrees or snow? Okay, we can all.
My
be
dad is
agreement.
complete the opposite. He hates.
Yeah, I think he said he's more of a cold weather guy.
I hate it. I cannot stand being cold.
Me either.
I have a blanket year round on me, like I always have it with me.
I've got a space heater in my office. It was on right before you guys walked in. We hang out by the pool all day. We sweat. We're good. If it gets below 60, we're not going outside.
No.
Snapchat or TikTok?
Probably TikTok.
Spend a lot of time on TikTok scrolling?
I wouldn't say a lot of time, but I mean, I do like to. I'm not really on Snapchat a lot.
I was going to say, are you the TikTok viewer or are you the TikTok participant? Are you doing the dances and all the things?
Oh, I don't do the dances. If I post on TikTok, I post little vlogs or just little videos like that. I don't do the dances. Me and Jenny, I think Jenny's all about the dances. Jenny and Lucy are all about them.
Yeah, there's some Jenny dances floating around, usually from the ball field.
I try to avoid the dances.
Oh. Okay, odd question. This will be only for those in the western limestone area will understand the question. Sugar Creek or Elk River?
Sugar Creek. We have that that's on our land. We have a part of Sugar Creek on our land.
I assumed that would be the case for your answer. Good answer. Favorite athlete of all time?
Of all time?
Of all time.
Oh, that's hard because there's so many good ones. I can't even. I'm looking at Michael Jordan in the back of your office.
Well, it doesn't have to be one. You can name a couple.
Okay, I love Dennis Rodman.
Really?
I do. Everybody
you wasn't even alive when Dennis Rodman was playing.
I know. Everybody looks confused when I say that. I do. I always have. Even watching The Last Dance, whenever I was watching that documentary, I just love him. And I don't know why.
So did you go back and watch any of his games?
Yeah, I watched some of his games.
He's a defensive guy too.
I love
blocks and rebounds was his specialty. He would have 4 points and 28 rebounds.
I do like Dennis Rodman a lot.
Dennis Rodman. Anybody else?
I mean, I think this is a basic answer, but I love Paige Beckers. I especially loved her when she was at UConn. I'm trying to think of anybody in particular. I don't really watch the WNBA. I keep up with the players, but I can't really sit down and watch it. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But Dennis Rodman, Paige Beckers, I mean, all of the old Bulls are good.
The old Bulls.
They're all good.
Man, your parents have raised you so good.
Mama's done a lot of that. She's helped me out a lot with that.
I know we're always talking about dad in sports. Did Mom get after it too?
I think she played volleyball and soccer until the 8th grade or maybe a little bit after, but I think she was really good at both.
At West?
No, she played at Clements.
Rivals.
She did. I think.
Hey, that's a love story. They were bitter rivals in high school. Okay, moving on. Next question. Favorite genre of music?
Probably country. I listen to a lot of genres of music. I have a wide variety. I feel like I have a good, what's it called?
Selection.
Yeah, a good variety of music.
Yes,
good music taste. There it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Probably country is what I listen to the most, and I listen to all sorts of country.
Okay, so if you had some hype music on in the headphones, pre-game, fixing to hit the floor, what are you listening to?
Christian music.
Okay.
So I listen to like hype Christian music.
That's the best answer possible. I like it.
It calms me, apparently. Well, I say it does. I used to try to listen to meditation music before. That didn't last very long. I couldn't do it. It just it wasn't helping calm my nerves. But I do put on my Jesus music.
Praise the Lord. This will be very relative. You just got done with softball a few months ago. What was your walk-up song?
I can't lie. I don't even know.
You don't know?
No.
Did you pick it out?
Yes, but the song that I picked out, I don't think she couldn't find it or something. I don't even remember what I was going to have her pick out. But I don't listen to like rap or anything like that. Or so like anything hype like that, I wouldn't have. Like, I didn't know what to pick. I tried to get Lucy to pick a few things for me because she's all about that kind of music.
Yeah.
But she ended up, I guess, just finding some song that worked, and I just went with it.
So if Raelee Campbell had to have a walkout song at Montevallo and you had to pick it today, what would you tell them?
This is stressful.
And it doesn't, and it doesn't have to be hype. Just say maybe your favorite song right now. And if this is all the stress you have to worry about, you're not gonna have to ever worry about anything.
I'm never good at like making decisions or anything like that. Probably, hold on, can I go to my music app?
Yeah.
I want to go see what I've been listening to.
Go ahead.
I don't even. I've been listening to Shania Twain a lot.
Yes. Shania Twain's good. It's like when we're at the softball tournament and our girls are trying to get hot before the game and 2 Dozen Roses comes on.
Yeah, that's a great song. I've been listening to a
Shenandoah.
lot of like old country recently, like the past few weeks.
Is that a fad for all you young folks? Old country, because I'm down with it. Like if I'm not a country fan, I'm not not a modern country fan.
Okay.
I like old classic country, not a modern country guy. So I can deal with some old stuff.
Well, I don't know if it's a fad. I mean, I've grown up listening to it, so to me, it's not a fad. To other people, it might be like they hear it like gets popular on TikTok and they listen to it. But that's what I've grown up listening to. So like I have a playlist that's just like full of old country music.
Yep. All right, got 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
Greatest team you've ever been on, any sport, any level?
I have a couple of answers.
I like it.
Whenever I was on the Sparks, of course, the Sparks is like for softball, for travel softball, they have always been very dominant. And so whenever I was younger, I think maybe even my 10U team might have been like the best team I was on. I don't even remember which age I was, but those teams were always good. Schoolball wise, I would probably say last softball or senior softball season, that team, of course, was very dominant. But I would say the most fun and not the most successful, but the most unexpected team that I've played on was my basketball season this past year because we ended up, we were in an area with like all private schools. Well, we had Madison Academy, and they're a force to be reckoned with in basketball, especially girls basketball the last couple years. But they ended up getting upset by Catholic during our area tournament on their home court in the semifinals. So we had beat Westminster to go to the championship. Well, we had all just assumed like we were going to play Madison Academy, which is great. We'll make it to the sub-region, whatever. Well, we stayed for the game after, and it was Catholic versus MA, and it went into double overtime, I'm pretty sure. And they got beat on their home court, and it was like I had anxiety that whole game. I was like over there in the bleachers like shaking.
Just
like,
watching.
I couldn't do anything about it either. Like that's the worst part is having to watch a game that you can't do anything about, but you want the outcome to be what nobody expects it. Well, Catholic beat them, and so we ended up beating Catholic in the area championship. We hosted our sub-region game, that was the one on my birthday out west. We played against Etowah, and then we won that and got to play at Jack State. That was probably not – I don't know if it was even the best team, but it was my favorite team to be a part of for sure because it was – so unexpected and such a fun run at the end, and that game will always be my favorite game. Our sub-region game, that will always be my favorite game. my great grandmother was there to watch. So she actually came to 2 games this season. Like, I don't know if she's ever been to any of my games. She used to watch my dad and his siblings whenever they were younger, but she like doesn't really have like the greatest eyes or anything. But she came to watch 2 games. The first game she came to watch, I hit a half-court buzzer beater at halftime, and then the second game is whenever we won sub-region, and that game, it was like, honestly, probably back and forth the whole game. It was like halftime I walked out and I like had to take the deepest breath just to calm my nerves because it was so close. And I was just so nervous because if we lost, it was over. And we ended up winning by, I want to say, 6. And then at the end, it was also, of course, I already said it, my birthday. But at the end, whenever the buzzer went off, like I turned around and booked it straight to Zane and jumped in his arms. And he carried me. And the first 3 people to him were me and my cousin and my little sister. So, which of course he's my uncle. So that just made it all the more special, is like all my family being there and being on the court with me and being on the sidelines with me. So that was such a special game to be a part of. But that was probably my favorite team was last year.
Well, you just answered the next question was going to be greatest single sporting moment for you of all time.
1,000% that will forever, like I still go back and just watch the videos because I don't know, like I'll probably feel something like that again, but that's been the biggest like chill bump moment in my whole career is whenever we won that game. It was incredible, which winning the area championship, that was incredible too. But, and like he came in the locker room and like we sprayed him with water and everything like that. But that sub-region game, 18th birthday, all my family around me, my great-grandmother was there, and Montevallo ended up offering me after that game. So that was probably my most favorite moment.
Did Montevallo offer you on the spot, or they kind of like wait afterwards or a couple of days later or what?
Oh, no, they offered me that. Like, I went up to the bleachers to talk to them because me and the coaches, we had a great relationship throughout this whole recruitment journey. Like, we kind of talked all the time. Well, so I went up there and, like, hugged them. And I was like, I didn't even know y'all were here. Like, I looked up in the third quarter and saw y'all. Like, I was in shock. And then they talked some, and they were like, well, the real reason we're here is we want to offer you. And they were like, and we would have done it whether you lost or won. But just because you won, it just makes it even sweeter. So we want to offer you. So they offered me on the spot.
That's awesome.
It was.
That's an awesome story to share. Glad you got to share that. How many points do you have in the game? You remember?
I don't even remember.
That's awesome that you don't remember the points. You remember all the
Sometimes
camaraderie
I
and
can
family and
remember.
stuff like that.
It was probably 20 something. I don't know.
That sounds good.
Something like
Or
that.
6, 7.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But
Man, that's great. Glad you got to share that. Anything else you want to share? That's all the quick hitters I got. We're about out of time. You've done a fantastic job. Anything else you want to hit on before we leave?
probably nothing else. Mama did mention this, though, about my dad. He did not drive me home from the hospital after I was born because he is coaching softball. Was it softball? Basketball. My bad. He was coaching basketball.
He was dedicated to the game.
Yes. So I've grown up around sports, and Mama was like, well, you can talk about kind of how you grew up around sports. Well, that's how much I grew around sports, is my dad did not drive me home from the hospital after I was born because he was coaching basketball.
Thanks, Zach,
I know.
for not getting your daughter home from the hospital. You left it up. Who drove?
Her mom. My grandmother.
Oh, grandmother got you.
I don't know. I made it home either way.
Well, I was going to say, you don't remember. Why am I asking you?
I made it home, though. But,
Yeah.
yep, so.
Well, I appreciate you, family. I appreciate what you guys have done for West Limestone and continue to wear it out there. Like we mentioned when your dad was here, you know, your dad was second generation. So this is 3 generation of Campbells who have been lighting up the gyms at West Limestone. We appreciate you. Appreciate you sharing, and hopefully some more athletes will come out of West Limestone who are focused on the main things are the main things. You've mentioned your faith and all of those things and your family, and so it'll carry you a long way. Appreciate you coming on. Thanks for doing it.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yep. Y'all keep listening. We'll be back. You're probably going to be hearing this podcast over the weekend. And then me and Jay are set to record our first football show next week. We'll probably record on Monday, August the 10th. And so probably by Tuesday the 11th, you'll be hearing our football podcast, our local high school football podcast, and we'll be doing that for the entirety of football season. And so keep listening. Have a fantastic weekend, and God bless.
In the heart of the South where the stories grow tall, the fields light up when the night starts to call. From touchdowns to home runs, we've seen it all. Limestone County Sports, we bring the game to life. Every play, every fight, every Friday night. Limestone County Sports, it's where legends ignite.